Oh, fuck me.
It's not the life for me anymore. Every day's a special occasion, do you know what I mean?
It's a day to fake till you make.
To say nothing. No, nothing else.
Oh, does it move?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trippy. What's going on?
Good morning, everybody. I've just been crying watching, it was, if you're in the UK, you'll know, but it was our general election yesterday, 4th of July, which in America obviously is a big day for you as well. And I don't even know what you're watching, I'm just assuming. But yeah, it was a big day yesterday and all of the results came in, and I just watched the video of Jeremy Corbyn win independent in Islington North, and I don't know what it is about that man, but like the little corners of his mouth, just like, he was just so happy, and I just sobbed. Oh, I'm not well. Happy Friday. There's no intention for me to always film on a Friday. I think I just like, so much of my week is built up of like admin stuff in the beginning of the week, and then towards the end of the week I relax a little bit and then I feel like I can pick up the camera. But yeah, it's Friday. I wanted to show you how my skin looks in the morning after I when I've used my trio, my La Roche-Posay, then my DERMATICA, and then my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Night Cream, which is by the side of my bed because I actually put that on like just as I go to sleep. I've been up this morning and I've walked the dogs, and I'm trying to convince myself that I have to go to the gym. I really don't want to go. Skin looks banging. I did lower body Monday, upper body Tuesday, so today should be full body. Oh, I just can't be arsed. I've also been using this cleanser again as my second cleanser because I've run out of my Skin Rocks one, and I just found this and it was open. I was like, I'll use it up, and it's the Oskia Violet Water Clearing Cleanser. I do like it. I'm in a using up rather than opening up new product situation because I actually think, well, I've given Jack a moving date and I've said when I'm moving in, and that date isn't very far away. It really is all systems go. I definitely need to like limit the amount of stuff that I have in this flat before I move. Not necessarily just because there isn't enough room, but I don't want to live with like this much stuff. I had loads of comments asking for my VINTED shop name, which I will leave in the comments below, and you'll be thrilled to know that I've not actually even uploaded anything as of yet. I may have done by the time this goes live, but as it stands currently, I haven't even uploaded anything. There we go, fresh face. It's been a bit of a week, if I'm being honest. Does anyone else sometimes feel like they have to wash their hands after they've like, you know, oh, I need a towel in here. Oh, she made a wish. I got another rash. I really need to get a, I need to get another head for my electric toothbrush. I keep meaning to do it again. I don't know where you are in the world, but it's the beginning of July and it's raining outside. And I don't know how many years I have left in me of being able to cope with the British weather, the British summer in particular. My tongue doesn't look great. Do you know what's weird? I got given a tongue scraper at an event, and I feel like I want to try it. We've designed a tool that cleans your tongue more effectively and comfortably, removing dead cells and harmful bacteria from the tongue surface in seconds. Yeah, I just opened my mouth. I was like, why is my tongue white? This is a very rogue start to the vlog, I can't lie. Oh, it comes with a little case. Poof, that is fucking vile. I'm gonna rinse it in between. Oh my good God, what the fuck is coming off my tongue? Right. I feel like that is something I'm gonna have to keep up. Well, I never. That's kind of cute as well. The brand is Say Ah. Say Ah. That's clever, isn't it? Stick your tongue out. Say, ah, ah. I've got a massive tongue, by the way. What the? Okay, this is weird. What a bizarre experience. I've got Franco here. And Nina's is here. I think I just feel really like, I don't feel negative. I feel like I'm in a really positive place, but I feel exhausted by the amount of stuff that I have to do and that I know I have to do. Like with work, with moving, with this like final stretch. It's about 4 weeks now. And I'm like almost certain that I'll be in the house. My energy levels feel very, very low at the moment. But I'd say my physical energy rather than my mental energy. Like my mental energy feels like, come on, you've got this, like let's go. But my physical body is crying out for sleep, like way more than usual. I am very much the sort of person that the minute my eyes open in the morning, let's go. So 5:30 a.m. in the summer is no problem to me at all. But lately I've found myself just feeling constantly knackered. One thing that is evident with me is that I'm not very good at giving myself a break, and I'm continuously putting pressure on myself to do above and beyond. So when it comes to my body giving me signs of you need to slow down, best believe I'll still kick and scream about it. But yeah, it's been a bit of a funny week. I went to London, had some meetings, and I think in general it's something that I did kind of want to speak to you, like the vlog about. My career has taken such a different like turn, I think, over the last couple of years. And for those of you that don't know, my background was makeup artistry, and then I ended up accidentally launching a campaign in the middle of COVID called Filter Drop, which was a movement to encourage people not to depend on filters and to realize how damaging they can be for our mental health. And the success of that campaign was just like phenomenal. It changed online guidelines for advertising. It changed the general usage of filters in social media in general, I would say. And I think whilst all of that stuff will forever be something I'm intensely passionate about, the root of Filter Drop and what it's about is showing up as your true self, feeling like you're good enough as you are without apology. And I guess now I'm living a career where that is like the strongest thread of my messaging. Whilst the campaign was an active campaign and was very much like filters this, filters that, filters, I think my passion is to apply the actual core of Filter Drop to everything that I do and just show up as that version, in the hope that by me showing up as myself, completely and utterly what you see is what you get, I hope that that then encourages other people to do the same. And that's kind of how I have quite recently, to be honest, accepted the different direction that my career's gone in, because I think I felt lost for so long because I wasn't actively talking about filters. And you know what it's like with stuff on the internet, there's trends and it's peaks and troughs, and I lost my way a little bit because I was like, wait, so I'm not talking about filters, but I still care about Filter Drop. Like, Filter Drop is how I show up when I'm cooking a pasta and filming that video. Filter Drop is how I show up when I'm filming a clothing haul. Like, Filter Drop is everything that I do and believe in. Yet just because I'm not screaming about that specific thing, I think that made me feel lost. Whereas now I feel completely confident in my direction online, and that's what I want to do. And especially after the last 18 months going through such huge personal changes, so much of my personality has come back. Like, my fun, silly side, my humour, my like zest for life, my passion for things have just come back, and I've really enjoyed sharing that as well. But with that, with any sort of shift comes consequences, and the industry's shifted. I guess my content has shifted, and I think I've made some big changes this week in order to continue down the trajectory of where I want my career to go. But those big changes mean that, like, it's scary, and you know, everyone has bills to pay at the end of the day, and I'm self-employed, and I'm a little bit panicked about, I don't want to say panicked, I would rather say I'm a little bit worried about how that looks right now, but I'm also just trying to trust that it will all be okay and it will all work out. I was at Alice Living's book launch on Thursday evening. Wait, was it Thursday? No, Wednesday. And I was speaking to Jules von Hepp, and he was asking about work. And I was like, things are quite quiet. And then I made a joke, and he was like, go on, say it louder, like just joking. And then that made me think, I was like, actually, do you know what? I am totally okay sharing with you guys that work is quiet and work is stressful, and I am a little bit worried about the trajectory of my career right now. Because again, that's one of the things that you wouldn't see on a big shiny influencer creator platform, whereby they're getting taken to brand trips left, right and centre, and you just assume that those things completely equal success, and success is attached to just money, and it totally isn't. I feel like I'm realigning, I feel like I've realigned what I want to do, what direction I want to go in, and it's like I can see how I'm going to map all of that out, but the thought of it, like taking that step forward, just feels a bit big. But it's just going to be one of those old school, I need to sit down, I need a pen, I need paper, and the rest will fall into place. And I've always been a really, I don't know if this is big-headed to say, but I'm a very like tenacious person. If somebody tells me I can't do something, I'll do it times 10. And if someone tells me that, you know, something might not work, like, best believe I'll give it my shot. And I always think about the time that I got my job at Mac back like maybe 13 years ago, and to apply for a job with Mac, it was owned by Estee Lauder. I don't know if you guys know this story, but I'll tell you again anyway. Humour me whilst I self-indulge a minute spin up. It was owned by Estee Lauder, and you had to do an online interview, and then if you passed the online interview, you could do an in real life interview. And before the online interview, you had to do an online form. So I did the online form, got rejected, and they said I had to wait another 6 months before applying. So I was like, sorry, what? I've just been judged by a form, no thank you very much. So they told me I had to wait 6 months before applying, but I took my CV down to Mac Bristol, which is now closed. It was the one in Cabot Circus. And I took my CV down there. I asked to speak to the manager. I introduced myself, told her that I've been training to be a makeup artist, and I would love nothing more than to work for Mac. It'd be a dream come true. She gave me an interview. I had a 3-hour interview, got the job. I always kind of like remind myself of that story, because that helps me remind myself of who I am and what I'm capable of. That's the attitude that I need to apply to my life right now. And it's funny because I was driving back from the house on Tuesday, and I was like looking for a podcast to listen to, and I clicked on Abby Clancy's podcast with Roxy. Obviously, you know who Roxy Nafousi is. She's a really good friend of mine, and one of the most inspiring people to me, but I think in a different way to how she'd be inspiring to, like, if you didn't know her, if that makes sense. And that's because when I met Roxy, she was a totally different woman to the woman that she is today, as am I. And we've gone on this like parallel kind of growth together, obviously separately, but like as in, you know, being in each other's lives. And I put on this podcast. I have to say, no shade to Abby Clancy, but it really wasn't my favourite podcast. But everything Roxy said was just everything I needed to hear in that moment. And I was like, I'm going to read the book again, Manifest. which I'll link down below. You've probably read it and seen it, but so I started reading that. And I think I've said this before, I like to have one non-fiction and one fiction book at the same time, because sometimes the old self-help gets a bit much. But yeah, I've started reading it again. And this morning I woke up, I opened my eyes, and I repeated an affirmation to myself 3 times. And this is all, part of how I want to get back that control of my life and mindset and headspace. And it's so important. So yeah, I'll leave the link to the podcast. I'm sure there are other podcasts where Roxy's spoken, and they're perhaps easier to listen to. Roxy was incredible, but the podcast was a little bit chaotic, that particular episode. Yeah, I have so much respect for her. She's an incredible businesswoman. She's very, very smart. And when I saw her on Wednesday, I was like, more inspired by her than I ever have been before. That's just a testament to how much she's grown as a woman, I think, and how I've watched that dedication to her life in front of my eyes. So yeah, that's like a little bit of a catch up for you. But something that is exciting that's happening is on Monday, so tomorrow for you, I am going to be Alice Living's special guest on her live podcast recording at BST Hyde Park in London. So if you're watching this on Sunday morning and you live in London and you want to come and watch the live episode, it's from 6:30 till 7:30 in Hyde Park, and I'm really excited, really honoured. Alice is a huge name in the industry and very successful, and I'm very honoured to have been asked, to be honest. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I have a couple of other exciting things coming up. The podcast is doing amazing. I'm just trying to trust that everything is going to be okay. And you guys are amazing. Every week, the amount of comments you give me, the sharing when you share the vlogs, all of that stuff helps beyond belief. The commenting, the clicking on the links, all, things like that. I'm so grateful that I have such an engaged community when it comes to things like that. So today has just totally not gone to plan. And this has been the first time in a really long time that I've thought, I just won't put a vlog up this week. But I'm not doing that, because that then feeds into this narrative that everything's all fun and great and happy and perfect every week, and it's not. And today's been really tough, and this week's been really tough, and I've cried most of the day. I had to take Vinny to the vets earlier because he's hurt his paw, so that's eaten up into the day more than I'd had planned for. And I've also I've just felt sad today. I felt sad and I felt overwhelmed. And it's the first time that I felt like... I don't know if you've listened to the divorce episode on Spill, you'll understand where I'm coming from, but there are just still moments where I'm so confronted by the decision I made, because in so many ways my life is incredible, but the security and stability of certain things is just so hard, and I totally understand why people stay. And I don't feel that hardly ever anymore. I'm so at peace with everything, and I made the right decision and all of those things, but there are just times when it just being self-employed, financially independent, having moved this many times, it's just I'm the best I've ever been and the happiest I've ever felt, but it still comes in little waves of wobbles, and today is a wobbly day. People will be like, well, why are you doing a renovation? Why didn't you just buy a new build house? You could have moved in. That money was kind of always set for the house. I'd never had any intention to spend my house money on anything other than my house, if that makes sense. So the house, not that I'm justifying, but I'm just explaining, I guess, I'm just explaining the house I lived in, the money I made from that. I never had any intention but for that money to go also into a house. Maybe that was a bad financial decision, I don't fucking know. Yeah, today feels just a bit hard, and I feel a bit worried and a bit stressed about everything, but
I'm also just trying so hard to tell myself that it's going to be okay. So even though it's like 1:30 in the afternoon, I'm going to have a shower, and I'm not going to the gym, obviously. I'm going to have a shower, feel a bit fresher, and then go out and get some food shopping, because Shelby George is coming over for dinner this evening, so I absolutely know that I will feel better after having a giggle with her. And I feel like I want to apologise for this vlog just being like so fucking boring and mundane, but then also I know how important it is to have this level of relatability in life. And yeah, I haven't even eaten anything today. I've not even eaten anything. I've not even had a sip of coffee, nothing. All I've done is brush my teeth, scrape my tongue and wash my face, walk the dogs and been to the vets. I wouldn't be surprised if my phone screen time was like 24 hours, even though it's only 1:30 in the day. But I don't want to say like, let's turn this day around, because that's kind of toxic. That's like heading into toxic positivity. Like, come on, be happy. It's not that, but let's definitely just sit with everything that we're feeling and make the most of the day. Like, that's still, in my opinion, the best decision that I can make. I don't know about you, but I am definitely the sort of person where like a shower fixes a lot of fucking things. Just having the hot water on me, that's too tight. Just having the hot water on me and being able to not be near anything is like, it makes me feel great, and I do feel better. I've decided to do, well, I've been sent this Current Body Skin mask, and it's meant to be like incredible for boosting collagen. It's like everyone is talking about it. I may well be late to the party, but seeing as I have really upped my skincare game, I thought let's try and make this the daily habit. But whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to do a Reverie session. This is an app I've spoken about a lot. I've worked with them in the past. They're incredible. And I'm going to do a Reach Your Goals 7 to 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes. That's perfect. Do this to pursue your ambitions. Okay, maybe we'll put this on first. Whoa. Comes with this little thing. Oh, fuck me. Right, let's sort my life out, shall we?
We will continue to visualize your aspirations as vibrant experiences waiting to be enjoyed. Exhale slowly, and let us continue to define and refine your focus.
Oh my God. Best believe that is going to become 10 minutes of my day, like combining the two together. That is so relaxing. I've seen people doing ads and they're like, you can still carry on with your day, like do what you would normally do. No, thank you. I just fell asleep like this. I really do love the Reverie app, you know. How the hell it's 2 p.m. and I've not eaten anything. One thing that is really good actually this week, although it's not quite gone to plan, is I haven't had any really, really bad sort of like bingey food moments. And the one thing that I've done since deciding to sort of like really tackle my food and exercise routine face on is whenever I think I want to eat something, I'll say to myself in my head, like, how is this going to serve my higher self? Like, how is this going to serve that version of me that I'm working so hard to become? That has helped me so many times. And I think, yeah, fingers crossed, hopefully we carry on. Right, let's do SPF. And then I've been finding, because you know I say that I want to make a little bit more of an effort every day, no matter what. Even just doing my brows, a little bit of lip liner and a little bit of lip oil, like Karen's lip oil, makes such a big difference. So I've been doing that every day regardless. And there will still be days where I'll just have a skincare day and that's fine. But I think if I get into the habit of this being my absolute base minimum, it definitely does make a difference to making you feel like you're put together. Same with like perfume and stuff. I normally only ever wear perfume when I'm going out. Why? Less you know, we've got to enjoy these things for ourselves, never mind the special occasions. I think I've always been a special occasion saver. It's not the life for me anymore. Every day's a special occasion, do you know what I mean? I just put my light on because that is just so much better. I also found this, the Remist, is it? SPF Reapplication Mist by Ultraviolet. God, I love the smell of that hairspray so much. Hairspray makes a big difference, you know, as well. Oh, I've got like old bits of gel. That's the only thing about that. This on your brows, it does leave like a white cast. And I tell you what, that's just reminded me, I need to reorder my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, which when I first got it, I didn't like it. And then I started using it again and ended up loving it. God, I'm already feeling better. Isn't it mad? Just like little things that you do. Come on, Sasha, you've got this. You've got this, you've got this. There was a really nice bit in the, there was a really nice bit in the hypnosis session, and he said, this is Dr. David Spiegel, by the way, think of a time when you've achieved something or gone above and beyond to like achieve your goals or reach your goals. And I thought of that story that I told you earlier, so that was good timing. Right, that is so much better. When am I not with my Clarins Lift oil? Okay, you know what we're going for today? We're going for the fucking Jo Malone, babes. It's a day. It's a day for luxury. It's a day to fake till you make. This is rose water and vanilla. It's 2 o'clock. I most definitely need to eat something, and the only thing I have in my fridge is feta cheese, so that ain't quite the vibe. I also really want a Diet Coke. Maybe I want a McDonald's Diet Coke. No, I'm going to go and get a coffee. Then I'm going to go to Aldi. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a little bit of tidying in the lounge just so that at least the lounge feels lovely. I'm going to marinate my chicken breast because I'm making that really nice Greek thing that I think on the last vlog I said I was doing it for DB, making like a Greek meal. That's what I'm doing for Shelbs tonight. So marinate the chicken, do a bit of tidying, and then I think actually I might either sit down and do my emails and clean my inbox, or sit down and do a bit of a paper to pen plan. We've got this, okay? Got it. I've decided to be sensible and not drive out of my way to get a Tim Hortons, and I'm going to go for a Diet Coke instead.
Take your order.
Hiya, please can I have a large Diet Coke?
Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Next window, please.
Thanks. Do you know how fucking painful that was? When I'm this hungry to say nothing. No, nothing else. No, not that. I didn't want a double cheeseburger and 6 chicken nuggets large meal on the side. Don't worry. No. This will serve me. This will be a nice ice cold refreshing drink, and then I'm going to go to Aldi and I'm going to get food for dinner, which is going to be very healthy and nutritious. And what am I going to have now? Still really obsessed with those waffles, by the way. Have I told you about these waffles? Keep having them for breakfast. I had them with, or maybe I have that. I had one the other day with cream cheese, sliced beefy tomato, everything but the bagel seasoning, and an egg. I've got eggs at home, so I could do that, and then that would see me through until dinner. And basically for dinner, I'm going to marinate some chicken breasts, and then I make a big Greek salad, and then I've started to like finely dice white onion, fresh parsley and lemon juice, and you like mix it all in a bowl and kind of let it sit for a bit, almost pickling it, I guess, and then just sprinkling on top all of it. Oh my god, it's so good. And then I'm going to make this Greek bulgur wheat dish called bukuri, which you would have seen me do at some point on here before, maybe a long time ago. And maybe I've not even done it since either living with Shelbs or before that, or maybe even like when we were down in Weymouth, I don't know. But I'm going to make that. It's really, really easy and so delicious. And that's what we're going to have. Hiya. Yeah, thank you. Yum.
I feel like I'm really unintentionally repeating the vibe of last week's vlog. And do you know what else? I think I've done almost the exact same food shop as last week. But I'll show you anyway, because we live for it, don't we? First thing I picked up, which is kind of exciting, is these biscotti almond biscuits. Like, I'm not fully cutting food out or anything like that. I'm just trying to make majority of the time great decisions. So I thought that'd be a nice little white onions, some lemons, my baby cucumbers, my tomatoes, fresh parsley, fresh mint, some blueberries, some cream cheese, some olives, a big beefy, some raspberries, some serrano ham, which was discounted, as was this little salmon packet, which I thought I'll have in a minute. Some Greek yogurt, little milk, some tomato puree, and the chicken for later. If I'm gonna like use chicken for a marinade, I'd much rather use breast than much rather use fillet. Oh my god, I'd much rather use thigh fillets than breast. And I got a big pack of sparkling water, which I'm not going to hold up for you. And that came to £28.02. I feel like I do much smaller shops nowadays. Why is that, I wonder? What was I going to say? Oh, I do need to hope and pray that I've got bulgur wheat in here though, because that is essential for the Greek thing. Smash! I knew it. The marinade is so easy. It's literally just chicken breast. Oh my god, how many times am I going to say that? A big dollop of Greek yogurt, some olive oil, some salt, oregano, and like, oh god, I really just eyeball the whole lot. Some garlic granules, a little squeeze of honey, juice of a lemon, which I'm not going to bother removing the pit for because it's literally just to marinate it. There's a lot of lemon in Greek Cypriot cooking and Turkish cooking actually. I'm just going to do half a lemon and then I'm going to mix that up, cover it in cling film, whack it in the fridge, and then I've actually been using the air fryer a lot more, even though it grosses me out a little bit. I'm not a mad fan of this kitchen. It's really difficult to be in. It's quite dark and the light's not very good. So I have found the least amount of time I've got to spend in here, the better. Which is something I'm so looking forward to when I move, like getting that joy back of just being in the kitchen is going to be amazing. And I get a lot of light in there. And that's it. And just mix it like that. The longer you marinate it, the better. But prioritising a mental health day is more important than how long your chicken marinates, you know? That's the perfectionism in me just coming down. Not the most aesthetic breakfast today, but well, it's not breakfast, is it, you stupid girl? What's the time? It's 3:10. Oh my god, guys, I'm really fighting against all odds today. I hope you are okay with that. Okay, done my emails, done some tidying up, fed the boys, walked the boys, and now I'm going to make bokuri, but I've forgotten cinnamon sticks. I'm going to see if Shabs can pick some up on the way. But it is so simple. It's literally bulgur wheat, tomato puree, cinnamon stick, salt, pepper, and stock. And that's it. But it's more like the process of how you do it. I just had 2 of those little Italian biscuits. Fucking delicious. Okay, I'm going to start this bulgur wheat, but just don't know how much you're going to be able to see because the lighting is so bad. I'm going to use my Le Creuset because one of the most important parts of it is like you wrap the dish in a tea towel and then put the lid on to like steam it, and that's how you cook it. So we've got the kettle, we've got the extractor fan, we've got this on it, that's alright. Excuse me, look like you love me. One of the greatest things I've ever bought from IKEA, by the way, is this little like scoopy thing. The trick is as well is that you want the onions to go like very, very brown. Almost burnt, but like more caramelised than burnt. Chicken stock. Might need
bit more than that actually. I should have used my bigger jar for that. Whatever.
Yeah! See? This does what it wants. So I've literally just put the onion in there with the oil and a sprinkling of salt. Want to caramelize those onions good and deep, boy.
Do you know what else I bought from Starbucks the other day? This little cup. Comes with a lid and an orange straw, and I love it. That's how much it cost.
This is like proper Greek Cypriot halloumi. And trust me, it tastes... I was showing you my new favourite thing that I do to DB is this. And then like pretend to punch him.
Have we turned the day around or what? I feel like we have. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. My affirmation this morning when I woke up was, I am strong, I am deserving, and great opportunities are coming my way. I am strong, I am deserving, and great opportunities are coming my way. I am strong, I'm deserving, and great opportunities are coming my way. I'm strong, I'm deserving, and great opportunities are coming my way. Maybe not X Factor, but something's coming.
Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me. Please, please, please.
Do you know I think my kitchenware is like some of my most sacred belongings? Just like all the dishes that I've collected over the years from different places. Says me pouring it into a fucking IKEA one, but I do have others that I've collected over the years. So I had to make a decision today on my appliances because I am very, very kindly being gifted pressed products working with Mila, who gave me my #1 washing machine. You know how much I talk about it and love it and whatever. And genuinely, ask anybody in my life to talk about the washing machine, probably more than is sane. But they are very kindly being responsible for my appliances in my kitchen. And I had to make a decision today on the hob because I've always loved a gas hob. But the problem with having a floating island and a gas hob means you need to have like a whole big unit come from above to then do the extractor fan. And that's just another budget, another thing to organise. So I've gone for an induction hob with a built-in extractor fan. And I'm a bit nervous about it because I've never really cooked on that before. I know that people say they look nicer, but I actually love the look of a stainless steel gas ring hob thing. So if you've got an induction, let me know.
I know where I put my food. Cinnamon for the lady.
Hi guys, look who's here! Do you know how many times a week I get a comment saying, where is she? Or like, oh, I miss shows. She's got a
Treating me, keeping
Do you know what I mean? That's how you play it, isn't it? It feels really weird you being here.
I know, it's nice though.
It's also weird timing because it's about to be not this place, but
I know.
I'm falling out of love anyway.
So lovely. Hey babes.
Onwards and upwards.
Like mulberry hand wash.
Not bad. It's nice, isn't it?
I like it.
It's antibacterial as well, you know, I feel about that.
Yeah, lovely.
And
I know. Our candle.
this is our, well, one of our scents.
Oh, does it move?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trippy. What's going on?
Trippy. Okay, I'm going to show you the onion. Now it's like got some serious colour on it. So you can see it's like pretty much burning. The ends are black. You want to make the tomato puree like very dark red. So it's got some really good colour on it. The bowl of wheat. And and a cinnamon stick. Mix it all together and turn the hob off. A little bit more salt and pepper. Yeah, I mean you can always add more to be honest. Get a clean tea towel. I mean I bet some people don't use a clean one, but I do. And then you wrap the lid, put it on like that, and then you leave. Oh, that's fucking hot. And then you leave that for like 20 minutes, untouched, undisturbed.
Why?
Yeah, you can top me up.
I'm always just silly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so, sweetheart.
Oh, sorry, sweater. Oh, sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For this.
Nice. 2 weeks? What do you call this thing? What's this in here?
In Greek, it's bokuri,
Bokuri.
but it's bulgur wheat.
Yeah, lovely.
A little bit of salt and parsley.
I'm into this. I'm into this very much.
Isn't it funny what habits you like pick up?
Thank you.
You're welcome, lady. I just want to look at these in the light. Show everyone these.
Oh, yeah.
Move Mr. Ninnas. Shelbs has bought my tile samples. Well, no, these are my actual tiles now, aren't they? Whoa.
Yes, ma'am.
They are sexy. Do you love them? That's a much better tile than the one before, do you think?
Yeah.
And then I'll take this back up tomorrow, right?
No, maybe we want to keep them just in case.
Yeah. Am I keeping that in or am I cutting that out?
Keep it. Cause everybody farts.
Do you like these? The floor's it's gonna be heavy in there, isn't it? That is gonna look so sick.
We were discussing the upstand thing as well.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a way of doing it? I said I need to visualise it first.
What did Jack say?
He was like, you can do it, it will look cool. But
Jack's invested in this ensuite. I can feel it. Actually, we're all a bit invested in the ensuite because it's the only thing I've really done. Everything else is plain white.
But
That's lovely, kissins.
so lovely.
We're back together again. Are you gonna sit up here with Unky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, sexy. Everything about you so sexy. Sexy.
Go on, monster. You know that everybody fits.
Yeah. Whoa, he got a big booty.
Well, I've missed you cleaning up after me.
I know.
Do you know what I have got for you to try?
What?
Dessert.
Oh, are you giving me one
I've
before?
given you one.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
I got sent them today, these yarn.
Yay.
Oh, so good. How are you touching raw chicken with your hand? That is absolutely rotten.
Let's get on with it, isn't it? I've touched worse things.
Yeah, I know. God, we're back where it started. Oh, do you know what I got sent today? I got sent this lovely little package from Rare Beauty, and I've been thinking for ages I needed a face thing. I had the loveliest evening with Shells. It was so nice to catch up properly. Today's been a lot. I'm proud of myself for how I've flipped it. You know, it's not been the best day in the world, but it's not been as bad as it started out, and there's been some lovely things about today, and that's all that matters. God, I tell you what was bloody lovely, having Shelby George clean my kitchen. It's Stephanie Ellswood.
Where have you been?
Hit twin, nobody knows me like you do. Nobody's gonna love me. Say hello.
Oh, what's that?
My vlogging camera.
What the fuck's on top of it?
That's the lens, bro. It's
What are you doing? What's that you're applying?
my DERMATICA. You use it as well, don't you? Don't you use it as well?
Yeah, I swear by it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really changing the game. I'm starting to look like Sabrina Elba, if I'm being honest. I look a bit like a Krispy Kreme, to be quite honest with you. I had a FaceTime with Steph, and then I've just said goodnight to DB, and I'm going to read a chapter of my book. I think I told you earlier, I can't remember. I've started reading this again. So I'm going to read a bit of this. Baby Ninna's has been like you know when kids are poorly and all they want is their mum. That's what he's been like tonight. and he's been hovering by the bed like, Mum, please just let me come on the bed. So I've got my little piggy, haven't I? That making you feel better being with Mummy? The problem is, if Franco catches on that he's on the bed and comes in here, that means they'll both be on the bed. I'll have to put my earplugs in because the snoring when there's two of them is just next level. Thanks for sticking with me through this weird, wonderful short vlog. Let's just hold on tight, like one more hurdle. I am strong, I am deserving, and great opportunities are coming my way. As always, thank you so much for your support and your love. I am grateful beyond. There are no words to describe how grateful I am for your love and support. And I love you so much. See you next week.